Dance music is the music that I've mostly been listening to in the past few years. It's the only pop music that is truly modern. To be honest, house is the only music where anything creative is happening today. The year is 1993. Bjork has come out with her debut album, which in reality isn't actually her debut album, but it's a debut in a sense that this is when she really started going solo. Before she was in the band called the Sugar Cubes, and now this is her first real solo effort since then. From what I know, debut has been very influential in the sense that it's one of the first instances of, house and electronic being in pop music. In a time when those two genres weren't really known to go well together, she was one of the pioneers of that sound. So without further ado, let's check out Debut. Track number 1 is Human Behavior. We've already heard this, but I'm gonna run it up again. That marching band beat is so cool. From what I know that this song contains a lot of actual gibberish, going off riffing whatever vocal riff comes to mind, and she explains that it's kind of her thing to have pre-written lyrics and then some sections where she's just doing whatever she wants. It's an interesting way to express your creativity, but you don't see that often. It's pretty interesting. It's hard to put a genre on the song. There's one of those random sections. You would think that a debut record like this wouldn't really have any ambitious ideas, but this is one of those cases that it's as if she's been there, done that, and she's just coming back as this new artist. Whoa. There's one of those sections where she does whatever she wants. The drums come back in. Drums. Yeah. Would you guys say this album is kind of like a blueprint to her later works? What do you guys think? All right, well, that was track 1. Solid start. We're heading into track 2, Crying. Okay. Kind of a house flavor already. Okay. Oh. What is that sound? It's the super filtered percussion. It sounds super metallic. It's almost like a Ratchet and Clank type beat. Oh, that vocal in the back. This really does sound like something out of Spyro or Ratchet and Clank. I love that. Good games. Very groovy so far. Those organ stabs too. There comes that sound again. She always goes for that power of the vocals, man. It's great. What is that? Like a trumpet or something? Or you can definitely hear how 90s this is, but I mean, still inventive for its time. Well, that was Crying. On Crying, Bjork reveals a theme of loneliness illustrated by experiences in the city, being among crowds, as well as crying for the need for her ex-boyfriend. Bjork takes her listeners on a journey of emotion and semi-ambient intensity. Yeah, I can definitely hear the ambience, and still there's it's like ambient dance almost. It was completely different than Human Behavior. It was less epic sounding. It wasn't as big and bombastic with the drums, but it still had a momentum to it because of the, the dance beat, obviously. Track 3, Venus is a Boy. Okay. Oh, that synth. The orchestra too. This is very mellow so far. I like this. Definitely Indian music vibes. Bollywood or something around there. Interesting instrumentation for this though. Yeah, definitely ahead of its time. Wow. What a vibe, man. Very enchanting. That's so cool. There's so many intricate little moving parts going on in this. One of her more rhythmic hooks. I feel like the lyrics might be wrong here. Let me know in the comments. Okay, this one kind of takes me somewhere. There's definitely that Hindi influence, but it almost feels like not even that. It feels like it's from somewhere else completely. Not on this planet. And every track so far, I think she's had one of those moments where she goes absolutely insane with the vocals for a little bit. Damn. Probably my favorite so far, up to 3. Nice. Let's read a little bit about this one. So it was actually partly recorded in Bombay, the string arrangements. Okay, so that sound was a broken bottle. Interesting. Yeah, she's really just making the most of every single element from the strings to the broken bottle to the synth, I think. Just some twinkling keys as well, scattered around the back of the melody. Let me just drop a like on that real quick. There it is. Track number 4. And this one is There's More to Life Than This live version. Oh, are we in for a dance again? For a dance track? Okay. Very 90s. Very, very 90s. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Another big vocal. Oh? What was that? Okay. What am I in for? Just came back up? Okay. I was so thrown off guard. Yep, that's Bjork. Whoa, bro, the volume is messing with me. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling that one as much as the other songs. So this song I'm seeing, it wasn't even recorded in a studio. There isn't any studio version of this on an album. It's actually a B-side to a single. Interesting. So this was recorded at 2 a.m. just moving out and about onto the street and everywhere, which explains like the sudden shifts in volume. I don't know how to feel about it. While it is very creative to have a song that's about like going someplace else and, I could nick a boat, I could sneak off onto this island. At the same time, though, I mean, would I listen to this? Probably my least favorite so far. It definitely is groovy. Next track is Like Someone in Love. The transition? Nice. Dude, harps always work, always. Of course, snuck a big vocal in there as well at the end. All right, Like Someone in Love, not bad, Like Venus is a Boy kind of takes you somewhere else, but you have to be in a certain mood to really get the most out of this, I feel. It's all right. I respect it. Not much more than that. Track 6. Back to the dance. Okay. Oh, those bouncy synths. One of those. This production is definitely up there. I don't know how I feel about the vocals on this song. It's crazy how you have a debut record with this many like crazy vocal passages. That one, I would say, was a step up from the last couple. That was not bad. Next track is One Day. Okay. The synth going back and forth. I like that bass. Good rhythm. Is this one of those like slow burner techno jams? I mean, it is 5.5 minutes, so. Okay. Like those drums too, those tongas, right? Those are tongas? Bongos. That's what I want. That's the word. This feels like Donkey Kong Country, and it's from around the same time, so I'm not that far off. Like a Super Nintendo Donkey Kong Country. This almost gives me like Aphex Twin 8592 vibes. Especially with that hi-hat in the background, like the one on the right here. I also love how the lyrics here mention an aeroplane, which is actually the title to the next song on the album. Oh. Are those MIDI horns? You can hear the filter on it. You never know what's gonna come next in a song like Bjork's. That's what I like to hear. That bass. Definitely Donkey Kong vibes. Not a bad thing though. Alright, so that's One Day. I think that was better than a good chunk of the dance tunes on this album. Even though it was like much less up-tempo, it still worked as a dance tune. Is it my favorite? I don't think so. I think Venus is a Boy still holds that title, but still got a few tracks to go, and the aeroplane she was talking about earlier, right there, that's the next song, Aeroplane. Okay. Where's this going? Oh. Yeah, now we're in the underground Donkey Kong level. Okay, I'm kidding. Wow. How can I describe this? Definitely groovy. I can see the Hindi influence coming back. That's something to think about. Okay, what now? Let's see. What is this? What's gonna happen here? You have to close your eyes to really feel this. Feels like 1 day part 2 in a way. 2 days. It really does feel like I'm somewhere else. The Venus is a Boy vibes came right back with this one. Alright, next track is Come to Me. Oh. The strings. Damn. A lot of hi-hats on this album, but they're all used in like different ways. So soothing, man, this whole thing. Is she talking about like the same person on like Aeroplane and 1 Day? Let me know in the comments, I have no idea. Okay. We got 1 minute left of just instrumental. But I mean, it's a damn good instrumental, so. The Hindi, back again. Yeah, it's songs like these that really, you know, explain why Bjork is so appreciated. Come to Me, that's one of the best I've heard on this album, for sure. It's probably like my second favorite behind Venus. That was a vibe I can't describe, man. Close your eyes and just tune out to it, you know? That's what this type of music is for. And the thing is with like her vocal runs, I noticed. Like some of, like on Big Time, I wasn't that big a fan of the vocals at the end. But on here, it worked. Like when she went for that high note, it worked. When it hits, it hits. I guess it's like hit or miss for me, but this was a hit for sure. All right, next song is Violently Happy. This effect. Oh, back to the dance. Get your shoes on, people. After Come to Me, we're going with a dance sound? Interesting shift. But the bass. Gotta love the bass. She's somehow working in the jungle Donkey Kong elements back into this tune, even though it's a dance one, but it works. A repeating organ loop is such an earworm. Huh? Daft Punk time? Don't know how I feel about this. Okay, the bass came back. Bro, what a turn from the last song. Violently Happy. A bit chaotic, that one. I guess it's like talking about how her emotions have kind of exploded ever since meeting this lover that she's talking about on the other songs. I like the idea of it, but I don't know if I would listen to this on my own. I definitely see where she's coming from with this, like that feeling of, I guess, being infatuated. When you get that feeling of infatuation, it's just like nothing else matters. Yeah, man, be careful. Be careful. Just in general, just no, I'm not gonna give any context. Just be careful. Be a careful person. Be careful in general. Care is where it's at. I'm just intrigued by the sequencing of this whole album so far. It's been like dance song, mellow song, dance song, mellow song, you know, it's been kind of going back and forth a little bit. Last song is the anchor song. Yeah, this is not a dance song. Fun fact about this one, this is actually the only song on the album that's entirely produced by Bjork herself. Love the horn section on this. Very calm after the storm type of vibe. No drums at all, but it works. Doesn't need any drums, doesn't have any. Oh, that's a heavy one. And that is Debut by Bjork. First thoughts. Before we get into that, actually, let's get into what this song is all about. In an MTV Crib episode focused on her house, Bjork said, "It's very hard for me to explain why, but I just definitely have to live by water, preferably the ocean. I live right next to the harbor. It's my favorite place." Fair enough, fair enough. I get that. I mean, this vibe kind of, with the horns and everything, it really does sound like nautical. Like it's kind of taking place next to the water, or, you know, you might as well throw in a few seagull sound effects or waves crashing, stuff like that. Overall, though, Debut by Bjork. I will say I'm not the hugest fan of this album, but I don't think I'm really meant to be because there's like 9 main albums before Fosoro, which is coming out on September 30th. This is just the first of those 9. I wasn't really expecting to be blown away by this or anything, but there were some tracks on here that I will go back to, revisit. Venus as a Boy still is my favorite song off of this. Venus as a Boy and Come to Me. Those are the main 2 that I'm going to go back to. And Human Behavior, of course. That one takes 3rd spot. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of Debut in the comments below. I love reading comments. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for watching up until this point. If you liked, leave a like and subscribe for more reactions to Bjork albums and Wasora when it comes out on the 30th. Have a good day and onwards and upwards.